They said it couldn't be done. No, it's been such a blast. The first one ended up being so well received and such a lovely surprise. It was so great. My favorite part is getting back in the studio with some of the co-stars. I got to have a couple sessions with Jane Lynch. I got to have a session with John C. Reilly, and that's my favorite because you're just bouncing around. It's being silly. It's being fun.
Yeah, it was a huge honor to get to do this a second time, and the fact that we created this family the first time around. Sarah and I have been friends now all these years since we worked together on the first one, and you see the maturation of our friendship on screen, but behind the scenes there was a whole maturation of our friendship too. So it was really great to be able to, I know a lot of people work on these movies, maybe like 2,000 people or something like that. But when I work, it's these 5 people in the room, and it's this really intimate little group of people, and it was really great to get those people back together again.
Well, yeah, we recorded it all together, so we've been spending a lot of time together, and we, I think I can speak for both of us, adore each other. So we have a good time. We like to make each other laugh.
They are so much fun, and the most fun for me, of course, is working with that guy, Jack McBrayer. We got to be in the studio together and record our stuff together, which doesn't happen in animation. They usually like to do it. Individually. But Rich Moore, our director, loves when we work off of each other. So that was a really wonderful thing. Is this time Jack and I got to look into each other's eyes as we spoke.
Well, I think that, especially from the first one, we found fun dynamics to play with each other, and also just they're very different characters, and to see those personalities play off each other. The fact that Felix ends up marrying Calhoun, nobody saw that coming. And such a wonderful chemistry between Ralph and Vanellope. Very unlikely friends, but here we are exploring their whole journey through the internet.
Well, yeah, that was one of the great things that we got to address that we kind of wanted to address in the first movie, the fact that video games are largely played online now. And so our first movie took place in an arcade, and so everyone was saying like, well, games are online now, and now we got to answer that by going online and going into some of the online games. And it's just kind of a Pandora's box. You open that world of the internet, it's really, what you're saying is a limitless world of imagination. And what the animators did with this movie, creating these different worlds and creating such a huge panorama, in the last movie it was really 3 different worlds. In this one, it's like the variety visually is just stunning. So that alone, and then the movie has a real beating heart to it in the friendship between Ralph and Vanellope. So I'm really excited to see it.
In the great expanse that is the internet, kind of made into a visual, it is visual, but to make it into this visual world, it's great. It really reflects life as we know it today. The internet itself kind of does. It's the good, the bad, and the ugly.
That is the most fun. And what I love about it is you realize how small our role is as the actor, and yet we get all the credit. Look, everybody wants to talk to us. But this movie has been in the making for years now. As you know, it's been like 2 or 3 years since the first one came out, maybe even 4 years. And so it's pretty amazing to see all of the work that went into it, and it maintained its lighthearted, funny, and there's guffaws for adults as well as for kids.